You're listening to Navid Moosa of the Mindset Movement. Good day, good people. My name is Navid Moosa. I'm your host today and always for the Mindset Movement podcast. I'm also founder of navidmoosa.com. Listen, each and every week we do our best to bring you guys value of hopefully you being better than what you are today, if indeed that is what you are striving for. Today's episode is a little bit different. So first time listeners, you're going to get a little bit different than the normal, but promise you it's going to be worth it. And long time listeners, you'll see why it's different when I start it. Each and every week we get into it right away. No fluff, no huffy puff. So look, man, today's a little bit different because it's our 100th episode. That's right. 100th episode is today. I want to thank you, everybody who's been listening. Thank you, everybody, for the feedback, both good and bad. That's the only way I can learn. That's the only way I can be better myself each and every day. And this podcast has kind of formed, it's changed over, like I think twice. So initially when the podcast was launched, it was for real estate agents only. That was the initial format. It was strictly for realtors who want to get in the mindset of being more than just someone who helps someone buy a house or someone who sells a house. This was to get into and create, if that's what you wanted, your own lane of investing, of actually becoming a landlord, being someone who flips houses and stuff like that, just so you knew all the tools that you're being exposed to essentially on a daily basis, that you can use them for yourself as well as your clients. So that was the first iteration. It was, okay, let's talk about that. Then it was, that slowly changed into the mindset of an entrepreneur. Like if you're a business owner, here's what we're going to talk about, how you can take your daily life and put it into it. And it's still probably more that than it was the first iteration, if you will. It's still more than, but we also talk about what is kind of morphed into is still that, how you take your life lessons as an entrepreneur, but also just talks about life lessons in general. Things I've come across in my experience, whether being a father, being a husband, being a Muslim, being a real estate agent, being an investor, an entrepreneur, being an everyday human being in today's society. It's different, right? Like we can't say a lot of things we used to say. I mean, TV shows, heck, my wife and I were watching, I forgot what TV show it was. It skips my name. And it was from maybe like 16 years ago. And it was a white family and they had taken in some African Americans into their home due to, I forgot, some event happened. And anyways, as you can see, my memory's gone. Anyways, the way they were talking in that episode, you couldn't talk like that right now. Like they were making fun of gay people. They're making fun of Black people. They're making fun of white people. And you just can't do those things right now unless you're a comedian standing on stage, and even that has limitations. So we do live in a very different society. I'm not here to debate if it's hypersensitive or not sensitive enough or anything like that. My plan of this podcast is one that just talks about my experiences and how I learned from them and how you don't do the same screw ups that I did. Simple as that. And the lessons I've learned, good, bad, and indifferent, and how I can convey them on to you. And if you want to take them, great. If you don't, no problem. No love lost. Teach their own. But I do think that we all live a different world. We all live in a different path, and that no matter how different it is, the common denominator is we're human beings. That's what it is. We're just human beings. Yeah, some are worse than others, no doubt about it. And some are just assholes, no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, there's probably more good out there than bad. Obviously, bad sells ratings more than good. So take from that whatever you want. But again, I just want to thank everybody for this, for making it worth my while, essentially. And hopefully, more importantly, making it worth your while to listen and to subscribe and to like and to share and to talk about the daily life we live. So yes, although this podcast has morphed from realtor only to small business to life into small business, that is life, right? We're always changing. And I just want to make sure I bring value to you guys, seriously. And I think I am. I hope I am. If I am, please subscribe. If I'm not, let me know. I mean, I think that's why this podcast has morphed into what it is now is from the feedback I've gotten. The messages, like I said, good or bad, doesn't matter. Feedback's feedback. I want your honesty. Anytime you put yourself on this kind of platform, a podcast, social media, whatever, you have to be open to scrutiny. I'm not saying some is justified. I'm not saying some of it isn't justified. I'm just saying that it's just something you sign up for, whether you know it or not. So, gotta have a thick skin and welcome it, and do your best to learn from it and learn on from it as well. So, that's it, man. So that's all I got for you guys. I just want to thank everybody for reaching this milestone for me, the 100th podcast. That was hard to get out. And I will see you soon on the other side of episode 101, and we'll go from there. All right, each and every week I end the episode the same way, and that's just saying this: take care of the client. Take care of the client, and everything else will fall into place. I promise you. Sometimes that client is you. Just take care of the client, and everything else will fall into place. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Be safe out there. Be smart. And I'll talk to you guys next week. See ya.